the best NASCAR drivers, best drivers of all time, and he gave me a call and he said, "Hey Timmy, I just love what you stand for and I love your heart and I just want to do something nice for you." And like when Richard Petty, known as the king of NASCAR, calls you, like how do you even respond? You're like, "Thank you, Mr. Petty, sir, / Mr. King." Like what do you even say, you know? And so I was like, "Well, that's so kind of you, you know, Mr. Petty King, sir. But you really don't need to do anything." And he said, "No, I really want to. I've heard about your car that doesn't work." "How did you hear about my car that doesn't work?" And he's like, I know about your car, and I would love to do something nice. Would you allow my team to go down to Gainesville, Florida, and pick up that car?" I'm like, "No, it ain't going anywhere." And I said, "You really don't have to, but if that's what you like, yes sir, that's totally fine." So he sent his team down to Gainesville, they pick up the car, and he takes it back to their shops in North Carolina, and he calls me a few months later, and he said, "Timmy, whenever you get a free day, I would love for you to be able to come to North Carolina. I want to show you something. Could you get a free day and come to my shop?" And I said, "Yes sir, I'd love to. I mean, it sounds awesome." So I found a free day and I flew to North Carolina and went to his shops, and he's showing me all of this, all the stuff and everything that he's won. And then we go to his garages, and he has all these garages of all these masterpieces of race cars. And so we start at the first one, and he's like, "I'll show you this car." So his team opens the garage, and it's this amazing car. And he's telling me, "I want this, this, and this with it." And just telling me all these stories. It's incredible. We go to the next garage, and he's telling me about this car, and this car, and this car. And we go through all of his garages, and we get to the last one. He said, "You ready to see this last car?" And I'm like, "Yes, sir. Yeah, I love it. It's awesome." Hearing all these amazing stories of all these wins, and we get to the last one. And he said, "All right, fellas, open it up." They opened the garage, and there's this beautiful orange and blue race car. And he looks at me and he says, "Do you recognize that car?" And I said, "No, sir." He said, You should, because that's your car." I said, "No, sir, that ain't my car." "I don't know what you done. I'm trying to call you a liar. I'm trying to tell you that ain't my car." And I think we actually have a photograph of the car. I don't know who that lady is. I just pulled this off of the internet to show you guys. I would totally love to give her credit. I don't know if you're here. I apologize. I don't know. And so I'm standing there looking at this car like, "That ain't my car." And he looks at me and said, "Yes, it is. But it's completely redone. Same framing, but totally transformed from the inside out. Why don't you go get in your car?" So when the king of NASCAR tells you to go get in a car, you don't go get in the driver's side. So I walk to the passenger side and I open the door, and he's like, "No, Timmy, no. Go around. It's your car."